better buy some razors so I can shave myself. Look at me, Jerry. All right, it is 12:59. Should we wait? Do we have to wait or no?
We should wait till 1.
1? Okay.
You gotta wait till 1.
Okay.
10 seconds.
All right. Let me try to get this window pops up out of my screen. Good afternoon to RTA directors and staff. Today is May Cinco de Mayo, what we call in Spanish, May 5th. I would like to call Board Administration Operations Committee meeting order at 1 p.m. Thank you for joining the Board Administration and Operations Committee meeting today, Wednesday, 5th, 2021. Before we begin with today's business, please ensure that all you are in quiet environment with no background noise. Please mute all the devices and to call up on chair or clerk to speak. Let me do that myself. I did. I want to make sure. And the full rules, and I'm breaking the rules. Jerry, what do you think?
You're doing fine. Keep it going.
Thank you. Jan, would you please read the special notice?
Yes. On March 4, 2020, Governor Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. Public gatherings are to be limited. Further, on March 18, 2020, Governor Newsom temporarily suspended the Brown Act requirements pertaining to telephonic conferencing of local government meetings and the requirement to have at least one physical location available to the public for the purposes of attending the meeting. As such, RTA has opted to conduct the May 5, 2021 Administration and Operations Committee meeting via teleconference.
Thank you, Jan. Let's move on to self-introductions. For today's meetings, we will take roll call. Would you please, clerk, please take roll call?
Yes. Alonzo Ledesma, City of San Jacinto.
Present.
Jim Steiner, City of Corona.
Here.
Jerry Sinsich, representing County of Riverside District 1.
Here.
Anthony Kelly Jr., representing County of Riverside District 2.
Here.
Brian Bergson, City of Parupa Valley.
Here.
David Marquez, City of Moreno Valley.
Here.
Scott Vinton, City of Murrieta.
Here.
Andy Melendrez, City of Riverside.
Here.
Zach Schwank, City of Temecula.
Here.
Chair, you have a quorum. Members, please remember to remute your device.
Thank you, John. John, would you please take attendance of RTA staff?
Yes, thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Larry Rubio.
Here.
Charlie Ramirez.
Here.
Tom Franklin.
Here.
Natalie Zaragoza.
Here.
Rick Majors.
Here.
Kristen Warsinski.
Here.
Rick Kazarowski.
Here.
Jim Neepkins.
Here.
Melissa Blankenship.
Here.
Stephanie Searles.
Here.
Adam Chavez.
Here.
Tania Felix. Here. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, John. Let's move on to item number 3 on this agenda, public comments, not agenda items. John, would you please read the directions for public comments?
Members of the public may address the board regarding any item within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. However, no action may be taken on off-agenda items unless authorized by law. Comments shall be limited to matters not listed on the agenda. Members of the public may comment on any matter listed on the agenda at the time that the board considers that matter. Each person's presentation is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask the clerk receive any questions, request in writing.
No, Chair Ledesma, I have not.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone online that would like to make any comments or in this item not listed on the agenda that you know of? Hear none? Here, the public will comment portion for this item not listed on the agenda is now closed. The public comments portion for this item listed on the agenda is not closed, sorry. Got to read it. Next item, item number 4, approved minutes for April 7, 2021, Administration and Operations Committee meeting. Does anyone have any comments? Hear none? Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to
Marina
approve.
Valley.
Moreno Valley and
And
Clerk,
District
do you
1.
hear? District 1. Thank you. So we have a motion and a second. Are there any noes? Are there any abstentions? Hear none, motion has passed. Next item, item number 5, consent calendar. All items on the consent calendar will be approved by one motion and there will be no discussion on individual items unless board members or members of the public request to speak item to be pulled from the calendar for separate discussion. Does any committee member has wish to pull an item for discussion?
No.
Does any member of the public wish to pull an item for discussion? Hear none? Okay, consent item 5A and 5E are receive and file. Okay. Next item, number 6, California broker compensation disclosure reporting for public agencies for calendar year 2020. Rick Jones, Rick Majors will present. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Is Rick available?
Thank you, Chair Ledesma.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chair
Go ahead.
Ledesma. Members of the committee, my name is Rick Majors. I'm the agency's Director of Risk Management. And AB 2589 requires that health insurers and brokers who earn compensation from commissions working for public agencies to disclose those commissions to the governing boards of such agencies. The disclosure form attached to your agenda item for this item outlines those commissions paid to the agency's brokers during the 2020 calendar year. In addition to the 1.6% allowable commissions, the form also discloses other non-commission related fees that get paid to the brokers as a result of placing insurance with various carriers on behalf of the agency. Auto and general liability carriers and brokers are not required to disclose their commissions, but out of an abundance of transparency, the agency disclosed them in this report last year. This year, our brokers on these lines of insurance are paid under what's called a net of commissions contract, which means they are not paid commissions. They receive a flat fee for their services. And for the current year, that fee is for the brokers is $165,000. There's no fiscal impact to the disclosure of these fees, and this is a receive and file item. And Chair, that concludes my presentation.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions from committee members? Hear none. Are there any questions from public? Hear none. Thank you. This item is to receive and file as Rick said it. Next item, item number 7, approve and adopt social media policy. Jim Snipkins will present. Jim, help me pronounce your last name, please. Nickens. Got it.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. With Jim Neepkins, Chief Marketing Officer. Good afternoon to the rest of the committee. The agency uses digital communication, obviously, including social media, to support and increase customer and community engagement. For social media, RTA is active on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Some of them we're a little more active on, but we do use all of 5 of those. Social media is an important part of public outreach because it provides a valuable and very cost-effective and time-sensitive strategy for customer engagement. In particular, we use social media, which we actually use quite a bit, to inform the public about our services and programs, retain and attract new customers, provide customer service, build support for new projects, and gather input from the community. In order to facilitate the responsible use of social media, staff is proposing the adoption of the social media policy attached to your staff report. This policy intends to define the purpose of using digital communication to provide a consistent and accurate representation of RTA's service to customers and to the community. In addition, the policy provides a framework for constructive and positive engagement while addressing issues that can and will arise. Nothing in this policy is intended to or will be applied to prohibit or infringe upon any speech or expression that is protected under law. The adoption of this policy will help RTA employees and members of the public understand and consider the benefits of social media while being consistent with the agency's core value and missions. Although content and engagement strategies vary between the different digital communication channels, the policy will apply to all digital communications. And specifically, it applies to general public posting of content and engaging with RTA on our social media platforms. It documents staff authorized to use social media on behalf of the agency, and it addresses employees using their personal social media accounts in relation to RTA. This item has no fiscal impact, and the recommendation today is to approve and recommend this item to the full board of directors for their consideration as follows: approve and adopt the social media policy to be effective May 27th, 2021. Chair, that completes my comments.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. I'm going to ask for, hold on one. Got emergency responses going right through my street, and I don't want you to hear the sirens. Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from committee members?
Yes, Chair. Moreno Valley.
Go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Thank you, Chair. Jim, question on the social media. If we use it on a personal page, using the RTA emblem for announcing activities, events, being on the board, does that violate this policy when you say no personal use?
No, you are actually an employee, and as long as you're sharing information that's in good nature, not offensive, we would support that. I assume you're talking about reboosting one of our posts.
Yeah, like let's say, you know, my council page for the city of Moreno Valley, putting the events on my page to put it out to my constituents, you know, out there in Moreno Valley. So it doesn't violate this policy then?
That's perfectly fine, and in fact, we encourage that.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, David. Good question. Are there, I'm going to ask John if you have, to the best of your knowledge, you have received any request in writing. Clerk?
No, Chair Ledesma, I have not.
Thank you. If there's anyone online that would like to make a comment on this item to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, District 2.
Go ahead, Anthony, right?
Absolutely.
I thought I recognize your voice, buddy. Go ahead.
There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. With policies every policy is meant, to create boundaries. And I believe that this is a great policy to have. And I know with our marketing program, with our marketing department, we have an actual marketing team, a marketing officer. Are we looking at towards actually hiring on for this smaller section, which plays a big part as far as our marketing, just in general of the agency, a social media officer? Or are we just looking at it from the standpoint of it just being overlapped and overseen by the actual marketing department?
Jim?
Thank you, Director Kelly. It's a very good question. We had that position, which was eliminated when we had the pandemic. The board will consider later this month the budget, and part of that budget is to reengage the community engagement coordinator,
Yes.
which would oversee that. So that is the proposal. It'll be part of the budget, and it'll be considered at the end of this month.
Okay. And well, that's great. And as well as with being frugal with funds, I believe that, somewhere down the line, this would be a great opportunity, to create a internship program or platform to any of the, basically creating a application site for individuals, especially, the younger generation, because the majority of our riderships, as every day increases, the riderships will become younger and younger, to save money and to save funding for budgeting purposes, for us to look into creating a internship program for those individuals to be able to help us out, to help not only monitor, but at the same time to keep engaged on our social media platforms as well.
We agree, Director.
I guess that was a statement more so than a question. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I heard.
Yes,
Okay. No worries.
Director Anthony, thank you very much for your comments. But you, as far as I know, you are a director. So when I asked directors to speak, I meant the directors. And when I said online, it will be like public, but I did take your comments and thank you. They were really, really good comments, Director. Thank you very much.
No worries, Alonzo.
Thank you. Okay, I'm kind of lost now, I'm sorry. Are there any questions from committee members, which that was you? Questions in writing, John?
Yes, no, Chair Ledesma, I have not received any.
Okay. At this point in time, I want to ask if any of the directors can bring a motion to approve.
Corona moves.
Corona.
Moreno Valley second.
And Moreno Valley you got those two names, Clerk?
Yes, thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, are there any no's? Are there any abstentions? Okay, motion has passed. Thank you very much. Next item number 8, board member comments. And we're going to start with alphabetical order here, or the order that I have. I myself don't have any comments. Jim Steiner.
No comments from me. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir. Kevin. Jeffrey.
No comments from District 1. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sorry, Jeff. Jerry. Anthony Kelly.
Yes. First and foremost, thank you again, RTA staff, for your great service, and as well as to the board. I just wanted to take the time out today to wish my mother, Valerie Warhop, a happy birthday. As some of you may know, she actually served and worked for RTA for a matter of 34 years and played a major pivotal role as far as being not only a pillar, but helping to create and manage what RTA is today. She sends her love and her hellos to everybody. And everyone just continue to be safe, practice social distancing, and it's good to see everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Anthony. Brian Bergson.
Thank you. No comments today, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. David Marquez.
Yes, Chair, I got Actually got two announcements real quick. The first one is last night, City Council approved of a rebuilding the overpass at Moreno Beach Drive and the 60 freeway. It's a $30 million project. We approved of it last night. Construction starts next month. So if you're out in the area, be careful, be safe, look out for construction workers, and that's going to wind the freeway, the overpass from 2-lane to 7-lane. It'll have access to the auto center and warehouses out in the east end of town.
Congratulations.
And secondly, and by the way, $30 million, not one penny comes from the city. These are all funds, grants, tough money, and all that stuff. So we were very fortunate that the city didn't have to put one penny into it. So that was great. Second is that I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, and be safe out there. And if you go out in groups, make sure you do your face mask and your distancing. And other than that, everybody have a nice day, and hopefully we can all meet in person starting next month.
Thank you, David. Scott Benton. Don't hide, Scott. I know you're here.
Sorry, didn't hear I have no comments. Thank you, Chair.
All right. Andy Melendez, I think he was here.
Yeah, I just have one comment.
I missed you because you have no questions during the meeting.
No, I didn't.
Here.
It was perfect. I liked it. Good recommendations, good reports. So it's a good agenda for RTA.
All righty.
I just have one comment. Last night at City Council, we finally loosened up with the one piece of property that RTA needed to put the bus layover station along Vine Street. That had to do related to one of our water wells. So it's now considered a remnant piece of property. And I think the process to moving it over to RTA will help facilitate the building of the RTA layover station. Other than that, feliz 5 de Mayo. Espero que todos tienen una celebración bien bonita esta noche. I hope everybody has a wonderful celebration tonight.
I'm not going to wait till tonight. Right after the meeting, I'm going to go to my mom. It's her birthday, my granddaughter's birthday. And just, I just want to pick up my tax.
Yo te encuentro. ¿Dónde va a estar? Yo te encuentro.
Just come by and San Jacinto. I went to pick up my income tax, and it happened in my account. His birthday too. It's like, whoa. All right.
Make sure you take the bus.
Right. Help me with your last name.
Schwank, Chair.
Schwank.
Yeah,
I got it. All right.
No, I don't have anything today. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you once again, all of you, for your valuable time. As you all know, we have different time, different schedules, and I really appreciate your time being here this hour. I want to try to make it less than half an hour. How's that? Okay. I have item number 9 is announcements, which it's already done. Larry, do you have any announcements?
Yes, Chair Ledesma, I'll help you achieve your goal, keeping it less than half an hour. Director Melendez actually made one of my announcements for me, and that was the city of Riverside approving the sale of that last parcel. That completes our footprint on Vine Street to move forward with our project to build the transit hub in the city of Riverside. The second announcement is I sent an email out earlier this week. RTA, along with the county, will be hosting a vaccination clinic at our headquarters site in the lower parking lot. It'll be on May 12, 13, and 14 between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's open to everybody. So if you know anyone who lives in this area, please encourage them to come to RTA and get vaccinated. We hope our employees will continue to move toward that goal as well. It's free. It'll be the Pfizer vaccine, and it's open to anyone 16 and older. That concludes my announcements, Mr. Chairman, and I think we'll get you done well before 30 minutes here.
Oh, yes, you bet you. Thank you, Larry. The next meeting of the Board Administration and Operation meeting committee is scheduled for for Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021 at 1 p.m. Meeting adjourned at 1:24. Hey, not even 1:25. Thank you very much, and I apologize, Jerry. I owe you an apology. I was going off the list, and your name is right next to it. I apologize, Jerry. I know
No apologies needed.
I only know you for 20 years, and I should know better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drive safe. Thank you.
Have a good day.